head of the GST Council should initiate this and see that without realization of the payment, when people are in stress and government is trying to come up with incentives and support, that too when government is not paying the people, how can GST be collected in advance? So there should be proper justice in this. Only upon the actual realization of the payment, GST should be collected in such cases. I want the Honorable Minister to propose this also. And, sir, in the national perspective, you see the current tax threshold is 2.5 lakhs. It is fixed at 2014. But the inflation has increased a lot, so the poor people will not be benefited. The threshold limit should be indexed to inflation so that the benefit will be there for the basic slab, the bottommost slab, where we don't need to pay the income tax. And all the slabs also need to be rationalized. There are various slabs and it is confusing for the people. And in terms of this faceless assessment and other things, sir, the proposed substitution of section 144B that deals with the procedures around faceless assessment, which was introduced just the previous year, has been amended, sir. And there have been 150 amendments, which is not good, sir. There should be some clarity. There's a lot of confusion. Such huge amendments is not good for the thing. And, sir, important thing I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Minister also is that the decreasing interest rates for various saving schemes, sir. Recently, we have seen PF deposits were slashed for 2021-22 from 8.5 to 8.1, sir. After COVID and during the COVID, people have spent a lot of money, sir. Poor people, directly, indirectly, they've spent a lot of their money. They lost their lifetime savings. So I think even the small changes will make a big difference for the poor people. I think the government should step in and come forward and see that it is not reduced. And there are reports that the interest rate on small savings, other small savings schemes might also be lowered, sir, which is not good. So we want the government to intervene and see that the interests don't come down on the savings of poor people. And the one good thing that the government has done by amending section 115 BBH of the IT Act, they have put tax on cryptocurrency, which is good. Without banning that cryptocurrency, they have put tax. It's a good move. But retrospective tax on anything, even be it cryptocurrency or anything, is not good. So the retrospective tax must be rethought. And relief to startups and manufacturing companies, sir. If you see, the government is continuing the 7% concessional tax rate for till March 24, which is a welcome move. And additionally, even they are doing incentives for startups before March 23, which is also a welcome thing. Sir, we want proper utilization of the Startup India scheme, where only 37.46% of the funds was used and only a meager 50 crores has been allotted. This is a very good scheme for encouraging entrepreneurs. So I think the government should make sure that more people get benefited of the scheme and remove the glitches, because we are not even able to spend what was allotted, and very small amount has been allotted, only 50 crores, 2 minutes. Sir, if you see the most important thing, sir, we are talking of a cooperative federalism and Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. But if you see the total gross tax revenue collected is 27.5 trillion, sir. In that, the states are getting only 8.1 trillion. And if you see what the Finance Committee has recommended, they have recommended 41%, sir. But actually, if you see, there is 18% surcharges and cesses which is being doing. And states are getting only 29%, which is not fair, sir. So government should, in the true spirit of cooperative federalism, they should help the states. It is, when the government is, central government is saying Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Now it is like Sabka Saath, Center Ka Vikas, sir. It should be, states also should be treated fairly. They should get their funds. And in the end, sir, I would like to again reiterate that AP Reorganization Act, lot of issues have been pending in the AP Reorganization Act. I want the central government to, central ministers and central government to step forward and sort out the issues for Andhra Pradesh. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Shri Pinaki Mishra ji.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, for calling upon me on behalf of the Biju Janata Dal to speak on the tax and non-tax proposals in the finance bill of 2022-23. First, the tax proposal.